brothers, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Trubisky to throw. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bears 7, Vikings 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Mike, check, 59. They're not ready for this. Hey, Steamer. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Wait, you're hot. Y'all playing the wrong.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Watch twist. Alert.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
You got it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they... 18. Mike 54.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
A gain of 12. 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Go ahead, baby. Go. Good room. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Smooth. Let's bring it.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Blue dead. Watch twist. Alert. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 21.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They run. This is Cohen. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 42.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, wahoo!
Now Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 21.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
54, Mike, 54, man.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Following the interception, Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 2, 3. Slam. Good route here.
Cousins gives way to Cook. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
50. Watch the twitch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Slam. Check 9.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
That's mine. I got him. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. I don't think you got it, son. Hey, can't. 58. Wait, hot. Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Kyle Fuller there defensively. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On first down, it's Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, watch. Ran. Mike 54. Mike 54. Focus, defense, focus.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got. I got it.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 54. They can't hang with that.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
54 Mike. So don't say nothing.
They'll run forward Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Got four down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now Cook running right. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Check 15, check 15.
Gun.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Eddie Jackson.
382, late 50.
A 6-yard
Recon, 132 fighter.
2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Check, 59, 59. You must be getting tired of seeing me. No. Off. 2. Where's the hot?
They run it again with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Ringo, 48. Mike's 59. All day, baby, all day. Check 50. Leave it. Ringo, 48. He's 59. Mike to 59. What's that?
On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to the ground, Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
59 Mike. Check, 59. All day, punk. Lucky 48. Watch out. Pilot, 64, weak. 59. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check the hot.
On 2nd and a couple. Cousins. He's got Smith here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21.
That's good.
Run.
First down.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Leave it, 48.
No gain on the play.
Federal West.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
59. Mike. 2. Better bring it. You better hard. I'm letting you know right.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. And this one complete to Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 5-yard line.
Gun. Motion. Check 59, Mike. First. Mike to 59. Rhino.
They try again with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Gun. Stay at home. Mike 5'9". Where's the hot? Not today. 59's Mike. Check.
3rd and goal for Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe mash.
I don't know about
toe mashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go. Right, number 53. Mike 53. I got it. Out. Hey, ball. Kill.
He completes this into the hands of Miller.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Now it's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down, Chicago.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Forced, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Vigil gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Vigil picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Brown with his stick skills. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Again, it's Cook. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Play action now. Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Torrey Cohen, touchdown number 15 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Cousins now lets it fly for Thielen. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle taken in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Cousins on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Johnson was the intended receiver. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Check 24, check 24. Check, 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 check. Protein spill. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
On first down, it's Cohen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On third down, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deep?
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what